Well, greetings everybody. I'm making this video to address a question that just came in on one of the discussion boards, and it is about what the 5-number summary is and then how to draw a box and whisker plot from the 5-number summary. Okay, so let me go about it like this. First, to just tell you what the 5-number summary is, it's 5 numbers. Okay, you've got your data set. Okay, every question like this will have a data set. Here's the data set. It doesn't tell us what the data is, but those are a bunch of numbers, and that's what data is going to be for us. And the 5-number summary is the minimum value of the data set, the first quartile, also known as Q1, the median, which is also called the second quartile, the third quartile, also known as Q3, and the maximum value of the data set. So it's 5 numbers. Okay, so it shows you how the data is spread out. Okay, the minimum is the minimum, the maximum is the maximum. What's the median? The median is the number where 50% of the numbers in the data set are less than that. Okay, so the median is right in the middle. Half the data is under the median, half is above it. The first quartile is the number that has 25% of the data set under it. The third quartile is the number that has 75% of the data under it. Okay, so with those 5 numbers, you get to see how the data is spread out. All right, now you can calculate these by hand if you want to, but for this video, I'll show you how to use StatCrunch. So let's say we're in my math lab. We could use StatCrunch or Excel. Maybe I'll make another video about how to do it with Excel, because I do think people should know how to use Excel, but my math lab has StatCrunch. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to open the data in StatCrunch. Okay, and I need to calculate the 5 numbers that I just told you about. All right, so here's what they were. First I go to Stat, Summary Stats, and Columns. Okay, the data set's been imported right here into this column that says VAR1. So I go Columns. I select the column VAR1. So what were those 5 numbers? Well, so the minimum value, that was one of them, right? Okay. And if I hold down the control key on my keyboard, I could select more. The maximum was the other. The median or second quartile was another. And then the first and third quartile. Those are the 5 numbers in the 5-number summary. Okay, so I click compute, and there they are, the min, the max, the median, the first quartile, and the third quartile. Okay, and here they're not in any particular order, but when I make what's called a box and whisker plot, which I'll show you in a minute, I will put them in order. Okay, but those are my numbers in the 5-number summary. So I'm going to close this, and then I put those values in here. The minimum, first quartile, second quartile, also known as the median, third quartile, and maximum. Okay, now next it says choose the correct box and whisker plot. So you know, in statistics, we'd like to summarize data. We might want to say what the maximum data entry is. Okay, we might want to say what the minimum data entry is. We might want to say where the middle is, which is what the median tells us, but we also like visuals to go along with it. Okay, that's what a box and whisker plot is. So here I've drawn a box and whisker plot, and when we do this, we draw it to scale. Okay, so I use my ruler, okay, and I drew this horizontal line to scale 1 through 10. And then here's how we arrange the box and whisker plot. Notice that there's a box right here, and then there are these lines that go out on the left and right. Those are the whiskers. So you get the box here, whiskers there. You go minimum, first quartile, median, third quartile, maximum, you know, to scale. You know, so I put, if the minimum is 2, I put that dot at 2. If the first quartile is 4.5, I put that dot at 4.5. If the median 7, I put it at 7, and so on. And then I draw what you see here around those numbers. That's what a box and whisker plot is. Okay, so maybe now you can see why the questions go together. First, find the 5-number summary, and then draw the box and whisker plot. okay? All right, because the box and whisker plot is made from the 5 numbers in the 5 number summary. So, all right, 2 takeaways. I use StatCrunch to find the 5 numbers in the 5 number summary. But then, like, when I sketched this out to show you, I did it by hand. You know, I've got my digital pencil right here, and I just drew it out the way that I want you to think about it. So let's see, like, so look at this. Look at where all the numbers are. Which one of these looks correct? Okay. So 2 minimum, and that looks like a maximum of 9. So it might be this one. 9, 9. So this one goes to 3 to 9. It's not B. 2 to 9. Okay, could be C. 2 to 9. So let's look at ours again. So we had the maximum at 9, the third quartile at 8.5. Which one looks like it puts the third quartile at 8.5? Maybe this one? Where does it look like the median is on D? Median should be at 7. So yeah, that's where that median right there looks. And then this was 4.5, right? Yeah, first quartile 4.5. That's where this number appears to be. And I could zoom in if I wanted to and look at it a little bit closer. Yeah, it's 4.5. And then that minimum value too. So I think it's D. All right. These others might look similar, but number for number, they're not going to match up. Okay. All right. So that's how we address the 5 number summary and the box and whisker plot.